Hello, this is my presentation for option 3, part 1, and today I will be discussing the Cambridge Arts Theatre. So their website and web presence, so the strengths, it's clear that what shows are on and when, a simple structure to the pages, information on the history in the theatre and other learning tools are easy to access. This engages students and academics to learn about their locality and their theatre. However, some disadvantages. It lacks diversity and show variety, and this is problematic for audiences such as young children or families who want to explore Cambridge as a family. This theatre currently wouldn't be an ideal place to go. Also, productions are lacking visual elements such as images and output or reviews. As a visiting patron, I would appreciate seeing some snippets of what I was going to watch. Is the production suitable for families? For example, in June 2024, in the summer period, they are performing Spot's birthday party, which is a kids' production. There is no images or reviews to see if the production is suitable or not. The potential opportunities on their web presence. So ways to engage audiences when booking onto websites, such as interactive elements such as GIFs on pages, bright, bold and complementary colours to attract the eyes of the audience, such as orange and blue, purple and yellow, a fun little countdown to show on the website and those who brought tickets, a countdown on the emails, as this would build anticipation. They are also missing out on multimodal media forms, for example, 10-second shorts on TikTok, Instagram or Facebook. Taking a postmodern approach to promoting shows and engaging their audiences in new ways. So Mark Fortier defines postmodernism in 2002 as it can be seen as a social cultural patterns of response to being in the postmodern world to postmodernity. So using social media in today's age would actively engage the audience and public more to come into the theatres. Younger generations are fond of this way to retrieve information, and it is more easier for the busy parents to gather information this way. They are more likely to come across information this way than going onto the official website. A potential threat, so other local theatres, although niche in their offer, have utilised social media as a sharing platform in unison with the website, such as the ADC Theatre. Moving on to marketing methods. So here are some positives on their marketing methods. So they have an Instagram page that they use, and they publicize all the events that are going on, any updates on the shows that are going ahead. They occasionally do sort of mini interviews with some of the actors of the performers and the performances, and they also do a intense amount, as you can see from the middle picture underneath the positive title, um, an incredible amount of promotions and information and adverts via email to their current visitors of the theatre. However, there are some negatives to their way they promote their stuff through marketing. So they do advertise on buses in Cambridge, despite it going out to a far and wider range of people of the public. The problem is there's such small information from a distance on the bus, and you don't have much chance to look and take it in. The social media page, they very rarely post. They post around 2 to 3 times a week, and it only tells you what shows are going on and nothing else. So this is likely to lack engagement from those scrolling through social media. And the posters around Cambridge, there are fences in central Cambridge surrounding all the churches, and they've got an immense amount of advertisements. However, it is horrifically cluttered, and majority of the posters are out of date, so it's hard to see what actual productions are on at that point when you go and look. Moving on to the interior. So the positives, there are many posters on the walls and in the toilets. The posters are very large and able to be seen from a far distance and contains all the information needed. There are adverts within the brochures too. However, some negatives, the posters on the wall are quite overwhelming and the information could be quite a lot. I feel the information should be short and snappy, but with relevant information, and they are just large versions of the flyer you can take away with you. So I feel if that is the case, the poster should be different with less overwhelming amounts of text. Moving on to the exterior, so the positives, upon Pease Hill entrance, there's a variety of up-to-date posters, as you can see here, and some of the posters are next door to the cafe, a separate business, thus attracting more audiences upon their visit to Cambridge. Although the negatives is that the venue is completely hidden by other buildings and is in the centre of Cambridge, and the only advertisements visible are on the side of the building, which is accessible by a small side passage of Pease Hill. The problem is that upon walking past the theatre on St Edward Street, you have no indication what the building is and is for, and it blends too easily with the rest of the location. discussing the flyers. So the flyers are free and could be found across the entire the front of house in the theatre. The use of complementary colours to pop and stand out. For example, Dom Jolly, the conspiracy tour, as you can see in the images on the left side. The use of yellow and purple pop out the page and immediately catches the eye, thus drawing me to picking up a flyer. They include show dates, a small synopsis of the show, cast features and small information on the credits, reviews from leading newspaper agencies. The problems with these flyers: tour dates take up most of the rear side of the flyer and can be removed with the addition of other information such as cost of show tickets. Tour dates on the back feel overwhelmed to the eye, and maybe having information just on my local theatre could be a lot easier to see when the showings are. But there are people visiting for a show that may have travelled from other areas of the UK and might see information on their hometown for another production instead. However, I do think it would be stronger to appeal the audiences of Cambridge and use their show dates on the flyers, as more people are likely to engage it if there's an immediate answer to where the show actually is and when. The programmes, they are brought from the ushers located in the front of house. The colours complement each other and present the relevant show information. And the order of information, as someone coming to visit the theatre and watch a specific show, I do want to read about the show first and then engage in the activities, and as opposed to reading the sponsors. So some features of the programmes, for example, Mother Goose at Cambridge Arts Theatre, Christmas 2023. There's adverts for their sponsors such as Stagecoach, Buses and Fitzbillies. A message from Theatre Chief Executive Dave Murphy on a choice of play in a history of pantomimes at Cambridge Arts Theatre. Cast list, cast credits, design team credits, images of the rehearsals, posters to put out on the cover of the show with the cast, design team and theatre staff names. A children's information section such as the origins of the play and a colouring page and word search. Going forward, the Cambridge Arts Theatre artistic policies allow people of all ages and backgrounds to come and enjoy theatre, no matter who they are, and to keep the old building alive. The theatre stands in the centre of Cambridge, situated between businesses of retail and hospitality, and functions as an entertainment venue. Therefore, going forward, I think there is a variety of ways to improve the marketing aspect of the local theatre. For example, promoting more through social media, engaging with different communities. For example, schools in the local area to attend shows for educational purposes or entertainment purposes during school holidays to increase numbers of shows aimed at audiences of this demographic. And finally, aiming flyers to show the specific venue and not for other locations, and making the information easy to access, such as placing them in the public areas and not just the theatre, such as the Cambridge Library, shopping areas and restaurants. And thank you for watching.